Welcome to Cooking with Cocos, where during each week of Filipino American History Month, we're showing you how to cook some beloved traditional Filipino dishes.
This fam, your Cocos are tracing back dishes via a culinary journey through Filipino history.
I'm Jill. I am Jill.
You are Jill.
Indeed.
I was gonna say I'm Aiden. That's true.
I'm Gillian. I'm Jill.
And I'm Yoshikawa.
And we are not your Coco.
It is out of focus.
Oh, we're out of focus? I'm Jill.
And I'm Yoshi.
And we're your Cocos. This week's dish is pancit, your mom's family favorite at the function that's been influenced by Chinese cuisine.
From the 10th to the 16th century, even prior to Spanish colonization, Chinese merchants traded with various Asian countries. The traders who chose to stay in the Philippines used local ingredients to recreate the flavors and dishes from their homeland.
Chinese influence is even reflected in the names of Filipino dishes. For instance, pancit comes from the Chinese language Hokkien and refers to a dish that is conveniently cooked.
Lumpia and taho are further products of the Chinese cooking approach. Lumpiang Shanghai was introduced by immigrants from the Fujian province. Filipinos interpreted the dish by adding more salt and meat and also creating turon, replacing the meat and vegetables for banana and sugar, and often other fillings like jackfruit or ube halaya. For our recipe today, we're making pancit bihon using bihon noodles. The main difference between pancit bihon and other different types of pancit is that these are made from rice and are referred to as glass noodles, whereas things like pancit canton are made with egg noodles.
First up, wash your hands. For your garnishes or veggies that you can add into your pancit, we have celery, green onions, cabbage, onions, carrots, a little bit of garlic for some flavor, and chicken, which you can take out if you're vegetarian, vegan, or don't want meat in there in general. And then for some lovely, lovely garnishes on top, lemons.
Pancit.
Mwah. As you can see, we've already prepped all the other ingredients, but one of the main things we have to do is soak our grain. So, do you think both packs can fit in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
So you're gonna soak your bihon according to the package instructions. For this pack, it says to soak for 8 to 10 minutes. So that's what we're doing.
It'll go in once we add water.
Yeah. Oh snap. Oh snap. Okay.
Oh.
She's fine. She's fine. Okay. Maybe I should have put. Okay. That's okay.
Here. We're gonna saute some garlic and onions, and they're translucent.
Chowking, a restaurant within the same company as Jollibee, exemplifies Chinese influence within Filipino restaurants and dishes. Taho is a dessert offered on their menu and is a testament to the use of soybean products, as well as the popularity of street food in both of these cultures. Ultimately, the sphere of Chinese influence reflects that what once began as foreign practices and ingredients have quickly become second nature in Filipino cooking.
Okay, so now I'm adding the carrots and celery.
Mix that a little bit. Yeah. Just to even it out. There you go.
Go. What is it?
That's got like hella salt in it.
So, maybe some brightness, lemon.
Yeah.
What's happening over here?
We're making chef hats. How are we gonna cook without our
Who are you? I'm Doja Cat. Oh, thumbnail. He's our little chef. He's like a little cook.
He is a little chef.
Yeah. Yeah. She's blind. Yes.
What do you want to do?
I like that. Thank you.
There's an ongoing joke. We always say that the Cocos get shorter every year. Our average height is what, 5'1"? I made the
music video. Okay. They're on the bikes.
The Ariana side to side?
Yes, side to Yeah, by Chungha.
Wait, you gotta lean forward. I'm leaning forward. Get out my way. My legs hurt. We should sing a song.
So this week's episode of Cooking with Cocos is a little special because it's cooking with Cocos, with Cocos, with Cocos, with Cocos. We have 3 prior generations of Cocos with us here today. Can y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves?
I'm Alyssa. I'm a 3rd year kinesiology pre-PT major, pronoun she, her, and I was Coco 2022 to 2023.
I'm Lala. I'm a 3rd year interdisciplinary studies major with an emphasis in film communication sociology. Pronoun she, her, and I was Coco 2022 to 2023.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Angeline.
And we were the Cocos of 2021 to 2022. And go first.
I'm Angeline Padilla, pronoun she, hers. I'm a 4th year nursing major, and I am this year's chairperson.
I'm Danny. I am a 4th year liberal studies major in SCSU's undergraduate credential program. And yeah, I was one of the Cocos like 2-ish years ago.
What's up, y'all? I'm CJ.
And I'm EJ.
We're the JJs.
And we're the JJs, I guess.
We're the JJs.
Also known as y'all's Cooperative Cultural Affairs Coordinators from 2020 to 2021.
Pronouns he, him, his. I'm a 5th year interdisciplinary
No. Pronouns he, him, his. We're both IS3D majors. Oh my god. We're both interdisciplinary studies majors emphasizing in kinesiology, communication, psychology.
Oh. Me and Yoshi have a few questions for the Cocos. So, for Lola and Alyssa, what is your guys' experience with Filipino culture and family?
Well, I grew up in the Bay Area. Well, Alyssa and I both grew up in the Bay Area, but I'm from a different part. She's from like near San Francisco, and I'm from Southern Bay Area, like San Jose. And I didn't grow up with a lot of Filipino culture. It wasn't until I got to college that's when I started getting closer to it, and I think that was my motivation to become Coco, was so I could get closer to it as I grew older, because I knew that was a part of myself that was missing. I didn't know fam was a thing until I got here, and I thought it was really interesting that we had our own month dedicated to ourselves. So.
We grew up in very different parts of the Bay. I grew up more near Daly City, and if you know that, like a lot of people call it like Little Manila because it has like the highest Filipino population outside of the Philippines. So with that being said, like I grew up around like a lot of Filipinos. Like I grew up with the culture and all of that. So I didn't know that fam was a thing until I got to college. So thank you, Danny and Ange, for teaching us about that.
What were your guys' biggest takeaways as Cocos your year?
One of our biggest was finding community and the importance of it. I feel like FACN, Filipino American Culture Night, for us was one of our defining moments as Cocos, be able to like bring everyone together for one purpose.
And it definitely had a really big impact on us because the past few FACNs before that was during the time that COVID hit, and so both of them were online. And bringing it back when we were Cocos our 2nd year was huge for us, for the Cocos before us, and the Cocos before them, and basically everyone that was missing FACN. We found a lot out about ourselves in those moments, about us as individuals, as us as Filipino Americans, as Filipinas, as Cocos.
Defining what Filipino means to us, just be able to understand that being Filipino is what you define it for yourself. Because with FACN in particular, like everyone joined for their own reasons, but we were all able to like collectivize and create something together.
And for our last set of Cocos, what is a Filipino dish that you guys are fond of or is your favorite and why?
There's a dish that I didn't really understand what it was just because my mom always made it differently every single time. But it's ginisang. And I didn't realize why she made it different every single time, and I realized that like the intent of the dish is for it to be a mosh posh of whatever you have in your pantry. So she'd always cook it whenever she noticed that there wasn't any food in the fridge. So she'd cook up rice, she'd get her sampalok packet, and then she'd find whatever green vegetable and ground meat, whatever it might be, to just make something really quick. Yeah, if not that, then actual pork sinigang, like the actual pork ribs.
As for me, something very nostalgic that I've been eating ever since I was growing up would probably be my mom's sinigang. She makes like beef sinigang and it's pretty gas. Like I think my fondest memory of eating it would probably be either 13 or 14. I had like a really bad fever and I was super sick. And it was like during Christmas time and it was like super like rainy and wet outside. I remember I would just like go downstairs, wake up, and the moment I'd wake up, I would smell it and I would just run downstairs and eat it. I think a record I held at the time was like 7 bowls
A record.
of like sinigang and rice.
Track. That's crazy.
No, it was pretty good. I almost finished the pot. It was like a really big like container. It was pretty good. And I guess that could also relate to the second part of the question. Like I've always tried to like replicate her sinigang. I could never get it right. And then every time she'd watch me make it, she'd always just laugh. She'd be like, "Oh, you're doing it wrong." But I mean, it's the way I make it, so.
How sour does your sinigang need to be for it to be good?
Oh, if I don't make a face, it's not sour though.
So if you're not puckery.
Yeah, if I'm like, you know?
Sorry, one more time?
No, I'm not gonna do it one more time.
Kain na.
Go eat, girl.
Wait, wash my hands. Oh my god. Okay, out of all of y'all, did any of you wash your hands?
Yes.
Correct. How can you work?
Looks so good.
Is this Dalton?
Shut up. It's really good. Nah, y'all definitely bought this. Actually, it's not real. It's too good.
Ain't no way this is
This
homemade.
is too good. I hate celery.
And I'm noticing that like I feel like y'all sauteed the vegetables in like the perfect amount of time with enough sweet flavoring that like the vegetables actually taste good.
Chodona's cooking. Like it's giving.
I'm gonna inhale a noodle. About my nose.
No, the wrong way.
Yeah.
Coco.
Thank you for watching Cooking with Cocos.
With Cocos. With Cocos.
With Cocos.